Hello everyone, my name is Munashe Roy Mutopa from the Young People's Network representing young people in media. Okay, so today I'm with the Young People's Network and angifuna ukukhuluma okuningi ngizathi bona bezitshela ukuthi ngubani bayenza ngani siyabonga.
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which time zone you're watching this from. My name is Sean Cindy, so Pena Jeremiah Kimbo from the Young People's Network on Health and Wellbeing in Kulmani District, and I represent young people in art.
And I'm Tafatso Nube from Makwakwe District. Thank you.
Greetings once again. My name is Amanda Matonga from Young People's Network on Health and Wellbeing, the district facilitator for Emakhandeni District.
Hey guys, what's up? The name is Daniel Ndlovu from Makwekwe District, right here on the screenshot.
Okay, I feel like everyone knows who is who and so forth. So before we really talk about what we are here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask each one of you a question. What's one fun fact about you? Sean, can you tell us?
One fun fact about me is I love young people. Love, not just love young people as a whole for what they are, how energetic they are, how innovative they are. So basically, that's a fun fact about Sean. Yeah.
Amanda, what's yours?
I support Manchester United. And Red Devil through and through.
Say.
I'm in love with cricket. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so I've heard the fun facts about you. I heard cricket, I heard Manchester United, and I heard novels, Shakespeare, and so forth. Okay, so what's one way that you say this is your go-to when you want to relax as a young person? Amanda, can you tell us?
Soccer. Through and through. For me, it's always, it's either I'm watching soccer or I'm reading a novel. There's no in between me.
Okay, so you're coping, Tanya. It's fine. Hey, Sean, can you tell us?
I love taking a walk.
Taking
I
a
love listening to music in terms of relaxing.
Okay. Daniel.
For me to relax, I just exercise, just go to the gym.
Okay, sir.
I just got to cricket.
Okay, I hate cricket, I hate relaxing, taking walks. Actually, walks are nice. Okay, so we are here today to talk about health as young people. As we know, as young people represent young people in health matters. So what's one health issue that you are very much passionate about? So for Sean.
For me personally, it's there are many facets that I'm into. Firstly, I would speak of sexual reproductive health, that is HIV and AIDS and other facets, and also mental health. Those are the health issues that I love to delve deeper about.
Okay, that's nice. Daniel.
I think I'm most interested in mental health issues. I believe as young people, many of us are going through stuff, but we don't find the opportunities to really talk about them.
Okay, especially boys, Amanda.
I think I would always go back to teenage pregnancies and drug and substance misuse. For me, that's always at the top of challenges affecting young people, and at the end of the day, so for me, that's that.
Sure.
So I focus mostly on sexual reproductive health issues and mental health and drug usage. So that's my, that's what I like to focus on.
Or I had the issues that every one of you is passionate about. But I have a question. I feel like even the audience is curious. What exactly is Young People's Network on Health and Wellbeing?
But Young People's Network on Health and Wellbeing, it's an abbreviation of YPNHW. So we are a youth coordinated voice that speaks to policy issues that are affecting young people. We are part of many networks or many sectors, because there are different networks. But as Young People's Network on Health and Wellbeing, health and wellbeing is where we focus on. So we are present in more than 15 sectors. We have young people in art, of which I represent young people in school, young people out of school, young people in mining sectors, young people in agriculture, young people living with disabilities, young people living on the streets, key and vulnerable population. So you realize that there are young people across those boards. So we have those young people coming through, bringing their problems from their sectors, because as young people, we need a young person from that particular sector to tell us what is affecting them, so that we can speak to the members of parliament, the policymakers, as advocates to key and pressing issues. So in summary, I'll put as a skeleton of young people's network on health and well-being is. Yeah.
Okay, I love the fact that Young People's Network, it's inclusive, it involves everyone from every background and space. So I have another question. I think it will go to Amanda. Amanda, why was Young People's Network created?
Wow, that's I don't know, like a big question actually to try to answer. Okay, so I think it was created and accepted in 2007. That was on the 27th of November 2007. But then, mind you, National AIDS Council was started way earlier than that. So you realize that National AIDS Council convened Young People's Network on health and well-being, right? So keeping in mind that they'll meet, right, but then also you find that there are issues affecting young people, but then there was no young person to talk about those very issues. Because it's, a parent can talk about the issues affecting me, yes, they can do that, but then they cannot delve deeper to what affects me as a young person. So there was that need for a young person to be coming in and reporting directly, and also going back also with the feedback to say, us as young people, this is what we want. And then after we've deliberated and what we want from the adults, now there was also a need for a channel to also have someone who will be able to report back also to the very young people they'll be reporting about or talking about as well. So that's why it was created.
Okay, so I hear Amanda is talking about it was created to touch on to issues that are affecting young people. But then the question is, what issues are we actually talking about? Maybe Daniel, you could clarify that.
So as Young People's Network on Health and Wellbeing, I think it's in the name. We focus on any issue that touches young people, as long as it's on health and well-being, be it drug and substance abuse, SRH, policy making. As long as young people are involved, be sure what you told us called.
Okay, I feel like you've answered my next question, but it's okay, it's fine. Who is it for? Who is the Young People's Network for?
Yeah, Young People's Network is mainly for young people between the ages of 10 to 24. Any young person between the ages of 10 to 24.
Okay, what makes Young People's Network different from any other youth network which is in the country and so forth?
It's youth-led.
Youth-led.
And it's run by young people. You won't see umuntu ole 25 being part of Young People's Network. It's only 24 and below. So that's why it's so good and great. So that is, I say, part and parcel, and we left because that's overage and all, and other people joined through, things like that. Yeah.
And also to expand on that, like I articulated, we are across many sectors. We have many young people coming through from different organizations or different parts of the community. Like I articulated earlier on, which we have young people in art, young people who are in school. So we might have a young person who is in school having a key issue that is not affecting a young person in out of school. So the issues are different. So each and every particular young person comes through with an issue that is pressing in terms of health and well-being. Then that particular issue is referred to policymakers, and it brings about change to that particular young person, which is one of the other things that other networks are not doing. So that makes us unique as well.
I wonder what different. So anyways, if you had to describe the network in just 3 words, what would those words be?
Fun, unique, exciting,
Three. I only said 3 words.
I'll go with innovative,
Yeah.
creative, and inclusive.
Inclusive. Sean.
I would speak on accountability, being the first word. Speak to policy key issues. That's one way. And lastly, I'll speak to inclusivity. So the young people specialize on those three. Yeah, but that is YPNHW.
Okay, guys, I've heard a lot of things, but then we have to get to the real talk. I heard Daniel mentioning something about how young people touches on drug and substance abuse. Amanda said teenage pregnancy. But Sean also mentioned policies and so forth. So I would like you to give a quick rundown of maybe, Daniel, we could talk about drug and substance abuse, you know, your own understanding and so forth. Amanda, you could talk about physical activities, you know. Sean, you could talk about youth leadership, and you say you can talk about digital well-being. So 5 nyana.
5 minutes.
Yeah, not 5 minutes at time, but
Okay. So when we talk about drug and substance abuse, abantu basuka becabanye into ezinjengabo cocaine. I'm doing cocaine, I'm doing heroin. That's drug and substance. No, but isuka endaweni ezincane. A simple pill like pain can be abused. Then you can abuse into ezinjengabo brufen. That's abusing drugs. But then, as young people, focus on those drugs that can increase your chances of getting into risky sexual behaviors, which then in turn comes back to issue SRH or HIV and AIDS. So when you talk about drug and substance abuse, we talk about misuse, any chemicals or substances that can alter the way you think, the way you behave, physical traits can be altered by drugs. So we want to take issues for example, suspend mental health. Someone's going through depression, instead of finding someone to talk to, saying turn to drugs. And I think he calls to us as youths. I'm passionate about mental health, so I took mental health. But I think that's mostly root cause drug and substance abuse. But then Susa told you we have facilities like Enguteni, where you can go and find help. You have facilities like youth centers, just for basic counseling on issues of mental health, which lead to drug and substance abuse here corner. But then we also have, as young people, we are trying to fight, advocate policies anceda young people ukuthi singazitholi situations where we abuse drugs sisasebancane. We are really trying to advocate for doxing ezinjalo ukuthi singazitholi sesidila issues of drug and substance abuse ages esikuwo 10-15 years uthola umuntu already uyabedawa into ezinjalo. So that's just a bit on drug and substance abuse.
Okay, of which it's wild really how to think that drug and substance abuse is really an issue that people are just talking about, but then there's not much of implementation on actions on how to do so forth. So I hope these policies that you're advocating for, they're going to be implemented and so forth. Anyways, Amanda.
I think when we touch on physical activity, just like Daniel alluded to say that whatever we take, it entail harms our bodies in the long run. Because you find with most of the times, whenever someone is said, I need to be fit, a guy is thinking, so many six-pack, and then all the girls now, I know, my squats, hip. Of which, that's not even, we're literally just going far. We're running away from something which is literally just me taking a walk. Literally, that's me benefiting myself at the end of the day. But the problem is, I've realized this now, whether I'm logging into Instagram, TikTok, the first thing, there was this point I was like, can't FYP what's happening? I would find, like literally it's almost flex time, big, I'm going, Yeah, they are
Yeah.
so what am I going to post about now? So I think the problem is whenever us as young people think exercise, I'm thinking so many gym, gym, so many vlog about it. But then that's not even the case. Drink water. Are you drinking water? Are you exercising? Take walks. You don't have to wait for because even Lengobo says status is out. Why don't you take yourself out? Now, as a person, just no, I don't know, but I'm trying to literally just make it. For us as young people to understand that we need to exercise, and because most of the time you find whenever one drinks alcohol, you don't exercise, you don't drink water, and mind you, the very same alcohol you'd have taken will just leave you dehydrated at the end of the day. You say, okay, fine, or I'll drink water tomorrow. That never happens. Because the moment you focus on balance, you are looking for 1, 2, and then at the end of the day, you find which your body it gets tired. And then coming back to issue of pregnancies as well, you find that a 14-year-old is pregnant, but then your body is not yet there to be carrying a child. Already you're still a child. A child cannot be a mother to another child. Doesn't make sense. It won't work. So already that you also putting strain to your body as a young person to say, because actually let's reflect about this. Sakuthola bukhona, sizakuchiya bukhona. So let's just so wait for your time, wait for your turn. Just sifikile sakho isikhathi then you're good to go.